So now I'm going to talk to you about leveraging your challenge groups. Now, challenge groups are sort of a hotbed for people who are going to get results, love the products, and then maybe they're going to want to coach. So you want to make sure that you are taking your challenge groups and making them the best that you can make them. There are all sorts of templates in the back office that you can use as a kind of a guideline. I know I use them as a guideline for mine. Janelle Summers has a great one that I use that has a lot of nutritional information, a lot of great fitness tips. So make sure you're kind of searching online too to kind of add and pump up your challenge groups, because these are the people who are starting to get results from these products. So you want to help everyone who are in your group get great results, and to do that, you need to be keeping them accountable. And that means you're keeping yourself accountable too, by posting in those groups and getting excited with everyone, and offering challenges and doing things like that. And you need to start within your challenge groups. You can start creating that team culture that you have. So whatever, if you're like a funny person, then make sure you're showing them that side of you. If you are really into, I know I'm really into like more gourmet recipes, so I always try to share, and I also eat vegetarian a lot. So I try to share those things in my challenge groups because that's the kind of coach I am. So make sure you're showing them what kind of coach you are and how your team works together and those kinds of things within your challenge group, because that's going to help them see kind of what coaching is about. It's sort of like a sneak peek into coaching in your challenge group, because they see what you're doing and say, oh, wait a minute, I think I could do that too. And with that said, you're also a permanent challenger forever. For the rest of your coaching career, you're a challenger. So you want to make sure you're showing them that you're doing your workouts, you're drinking your shakes, and showing them like what your results are, maybe your new goals. I know mine for a long time was weight loss, and now that I met that goal, I have new goals, and so sharing kind of how that process keeps going, and you're never done, basically. And just keep it simple. Show them that they can do what you do. So sometimes in mine, I actually think I got this from Anita Myron. She has her challengers do little challenges on certain days in her challenge group, and they're really geared more towards seeing who's going to do it and who might be a great coach. So one of mine is find an image on Pinterest or Google or something that describes what motivates you and post it on your Facebook page and tell people why. Now that's kind of things we do every day as coaches, and you're kind of seeing like which challengers are going to do that and who is maybe into that. I also have them post recipes on their Facebook page and within the group to help motivate their friends or to show people what they're doing and how they're doing. So those kind of things are like little kind of sneak peeks just to see like who's going to do it and who might be a good candidate to be a coach. And you also want to make sure, I know sometimes I forget, I talk all about the fitness aspect and the nutrition in terms of like healthy eating, clean eating, and sometimes I forget about talking about the value of Shakeology. So make sure in those challenge groups that you're posting why Shakeology is so great. What changes has it done for you? Why do you drink it every day? What was your hesitation maybe to begin with if you had one, and how you overcame that? All those kinds of things are going to help people realize, why do I need to stay on Shakeology? And then they may sign up, even if it's in the beginning, they may just sign up because they want a discount on that Shakeology because they realize, wow, these are really great benefits. I want to make sure I stay on that. So if you build that up in your challenge groups, you're going to retain more people on their Shakeology orders. And so that's the main thing, is like retention happens during that 21 days or 30 days or whatever it is. And that will help you realize or pick out who's going to be a great person to ask maybe to one of your live happy hours or your sneak peeks, and who maybe is interested in Shakeology because you built it up and wants to stay on it, and maybe they want a discount. So that's going to help you get some more coaches also. The next thing I'm going to talk about is scheduling for your team. So it's so nice, especially when newer coaches are starting out, and even for me, sometimes I'm ready to switch up my system, is kind of having an outline of what are we going to do each week, and that kind of helps them. So like week 1, maybe everybody schedules their challenge groups. Week 2, you're deciding when you're going to do your sneak peek. And week 3 or 4, maybe you're doing a free group, or you're onboarding new coaches, just kind of having a system that you just repeat every month after month after month. And that's going to really help your new coaches and anyone coming in just kind of jump right into the flow. And I know I like to plan 3 months at a time, because I realize, as the month goes on, I'm like, oh, I need to advertise. I'm, having my free cleaning group. Oops, that's like next week, and I didn't do anything yet for it. So really planning out 3 months in advance really helps you stay on track. Also making sure that your new coaches know about the National Wake Up Call. I know for our team, like I always like to tell people like to watch Janelle Summers on Wednesdays, because she always has great content. So making sure that you're sharing what that content is and what they should be watching, kind of non-negotiable things to watch. And then alongside of that, you want to make sure you're having a good onboarding process. So that means you're having your getting started right call. I know a lot of people like to do a Zoom call, or you can do it over the phone, whatever works best for you and your new coach. Making sure that you're doing a big welcome on their team page, on your team page, sorry. So welcome them, because I know when I started, like, it was so nice because everybody was saying welcome, and you kind of felt like already you were part of the team. So making sure you do that. And then plugging them into a challenge group that you're about to run or are running, so they can get an idea, kind of like an internship into challenge groups and how they run. I mean, hopefully they will have already done one of your challenge groups, and that's how you found them. But if not, then you want to make sure that you get them started knowing how to run one by doing one with them. Tara was saying she has a new coach welcome email that she sends to every coach, and it just kind of outlines things that kind of how to get started, just information about them, what their goals are. She wants to make sure that you match up your, what you want for that coach may not be what they want. So making sure you understand what they really want to get out of coaching, and then helping them get there. And then she talked about just making sure that you have a new coach training program to make sure that they're ready to get started and ready to go, and they're not just floundering around and they don't understand what to do. So that's pretty much all she shared with us, which was a lot of information, I know. But she did leave us with a couple of homework items, so maybe that's something that you want to work on too, with some action items at the end, which is making sure that you're doing your own professional development. Choose a book and get into it. So I know a lot of times people will ask, like, what's the best professional development book? And from my experience, at least, and from hearing from other coaches too, is you have to pick that thing that's really hard for you, whatever you're working on, and then find a book about that. I know for me, I was like, I don't always know how to talk to people. I'm not like a super outgoing person. So I just kind of looked online, like books about, how to talk to anyone. So just making sure that you're picking something that's going to help you in your business, but something that you struggle with, and then finding a book around that. I know a lot of people like Eat That Frog. I'm reading Daring Greatly right now. So, there's a lot of things, and you have to just kind of pick what something that you need to work on. Also, making sure that you're committed to your own health and to a program. I know I fell into the trap of Beachbody on Demand. Like, I did my own challenge du jour every day. I did something different. I was working out every day, which is great, but I wasn't following a program, so I wasn't getting results like I wanted to share. I was keeping the weight off, which made me happy, and I felt strong and had energy and all those kinds of things, which are wonderful, but I wasn't seeing results that I wanted. So I'm actually doing P90X3 right now, and I committed to that last week, so I'm on week 2. And it feels great to just know that I'm on a program, and I know from previous experience that it will work. I'm not worried about that. So just making sure you're sharing that, whatever program you're doing, you're sharing it and you're actually following it. And the last thing to do is kind of pick what you want for, making sure that you know what you want from your business. If it's, you want to pay the grocery bill every month, great. If it's, you want to pay for extracurricular activities for your kids, great. But just kind of think about what you want, and then make that, that's your all in. Like, that's what you're focused on, and just really, really focus on that. And then get there. So I hope this has been helpful. Please, if you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you have a great night. Bye.